Well,
would you meditate?
Huh?
Would you meditate soon? You came on like,
You know what? I think it has to be this iPad, y'all. I'm improvising, y'all. I'm improvising. Neither one of my other computers are available. So I am, but I did not want to miss the episode. So I am improvising with something I don't normally use. So.
Ingrid came in praying us in, y'all. Because you were like,
girl, look, I was looking at it like, is it gonna work? Is it gonna work?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning,
it's
everyone.
Friday.
Yes, it is. TGINF. TGINF. Good morning. Good morning.
So we're gonna dive right in. Welcome to BLT.
Welcome to Business Love and Tidbits.
One of us is lagging. I don't know if it's me or you, because I keep trying to talk at the same time you're talking.
Go ahead.
I didn't want none.
My bestie, she is too funny. My sister is funny. Anyway, so welcome to Business Love and Tidbits. My name is Ingrid Pinkett. I am a executive assistant, entrepreneur, business owner with a passion for retail, hence CMR Collection and RMC Exclusives. As a business consultant, I also have IRP Professional Services. I've been doing that for a while now. But go ahead, Miss Dom, and introduce yourself.
I am Dominique, CEO and founder of Sisters Inspiring Sisters, retired counselor and retired accountant, and now focused on personal development and business development. And today is Friday, so today we're just chatting. We're going to pick up what we talked about on Wednesday about getting to the money, scaling your business. We're going to some troubles some of our business friends are having, and just have a candid, open conversation on what can we do in times when our businesses aren't thriving. And so Wednesday we had a guest, and Kira was talking about scaling your business, and I think it was she dropped some awesome nuggets about what that looks like. It was a great conversation. I wish we would have had her longer because she's just a wealth of knowledge. But what she did talk about, one takeaway was that there's always something to do in your business. There's something else to do to get to the money. And so I just, let's talk about that for a minute, Ingrid. Like, what else is there for us to do? What are the possibilities? Are we even opening our mind that big to think about other options for our business? Or are we so stuck in a one dimensional, like, this is what I do, I don't know how to do anything else, this has to work for me, instead of pivoting and shifting?
Right. I think we don't, a lot of times we do get stuck in that same thing. Let me tell you the main reason why we get stuck is because a lot of times we don't write things down. So you have to have that 30, 60, and 90-day plan. And the reason why, at the minimum, I'm talking about at the basics. And the reason why is because it's very important to know when you need to pivot. So if something isn't working, you need to know to change, right? And so if you're just kind of going along and you don't have at least what you want to do in the next 30 days, 60 or 90 days, then what happens is, and I've been through this as well, you get frustrated, or it's not working out the way that you wanted to. So you don't want to do the business. You're not making the money that you wanted to make. And so you get stagnant, or you get discouraged, and then you want to move on to the next thing. Right. But if you're looking at your 30-day plan and you see that you are not hitting any of the things that you were hitting before, then you would realize, oh man, I need to make an adjustment. I need to shift. And so your mindset starts to move into that shifting stage, right? So a lot of times though, when you run a small business, that's unfortunately, we forget that part. We forget to plan, right? So we think about, oh, that's big business, or that's, even if even if you're not doing this as a main source of income, or it's just your side hustle, whatever, even with that, you want to plan. I want to make this amount of money when I get here. I want to what and how, what do I need to do to ensure, or at least say I did everything that I could do to make that happen. So for an example, if you know that you're going to go to an event and uh, you're going to vend at that event, and you have that at that event you want to make $200, for an example. So what are you doing to make sure that you have people that come there to buy your product? So if the person that's holding the event to put the flyer out, they done advertise, they done did all of that. Are you taking the flyer and posting it on your social media sites? Are you going live? Are you telling people, hey, I'm going to be here, right? Come buy my products. Sharing all of that information with all of your viewers, because remember, it's connection. So they're coming to connect with you. Are you doing all of those things to maximize all of your resources to get the people there? It's not about, yes, you signed up to vend at that event, right? Because you had a free Saturday, whatever, but you have set in your mind the goal that you're going to make $200. So you're going to keep your mind on that goal and act accordingly. What do you think
Well,
about that, sis?
I mean, just to piggyback that comment is that the responsibility is on you. I don't care what you sign up for, and most of the time you're in that situation, people are putting the responsibility on the host. And yes, the host is responsible for creating the event. However, you cannot put your all your eggs in one person. You have to do your part. Because even if that host does everything in their power, they advertise, they put the money out. I mean, something could have went wrong where they're not hitting the right people. I mean, anything could happen in their journey of creating the event. So it's up to you. It's up to you. And so, what is your energy like in those situations? Are you on your phone looking all sad? Yes, 90% of the people are, right? And so, what can you do when things are not aligned the way you think they're supposed to be? And I would add that, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, by doing this for almost 2 years now, and I'm watching the people who participate in our events pages, they're not advertising. You can't advertise one time, be like, oh, I'm gonna be here on Saturday, and it's 2 weeks before the event, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, that's just one tip, right? That's on what vending
Right.
is just one area where I think everyone should take a vending class, etiquette class, customer service class, a setup class, a demeanor. I mean, all that should be in one class where people should learn how to navigate through pop-up type events. But that's just, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, that's just one area. But when we're talking
Mm-hmm.
about products and your services, I mean, we said this on Monday. Is your audience big enough? Who are you speaking to? Who are
Mm-hmm.
you selling to?
Mm-hmm.
Are you
Right.
scaling your business and creating other opportunities? Kira used
Mm-hmm.
a really, really good example the other day. Is I make candles, but I can also sell candle wax. I can sell the wicks. I can sell jars. I can do other things. I can create a how-to book, how to make your own candle.
Right.
Hey, you might not be around me all the time to buy my candles. You might not want to order something online, but you might want to practice and play in candle making. You just never know. And so that's what we meant by scaling. What else is there to do?
Right. And write it down. Make sure, because you're gonna have you know what, get all of these things out of your brain and onto your computer, your phone, whatever it is, so that you can, when it's time to change or it's time to pivot, or you're not hitting that 30 or 60 or 90-day plan, you know what to do next. You've done the research. You can, it become seamless, right? So you don't have to come up with it right off the fly. You're like, okay, you know what? I think I wrote something down that I could be doing that will benefit what I'm already doing, right? Hence, making candles, and now you're selling, you can sell candle wax on Amazon. But now you already know how you need to do that. You don't have to go and research a whole bunch of things, because you like, okay, I already researched Amazon. I already know how to do that. I even know where to get some resources to give a candle wax. Let me just go ahead and implement that, right?
I have,
And then
right.
You don't miss
There's
the
so
beat.
many, right. There's so many examples. Like, I mean, we have Shakoy online now. Shakoy sells popcorn. She sells probably 50 different flavors of popcorn, right? She doesn't want to give her recipe away per se, but Shakoy, something you could do is a how to make a basic popcorn. How to make good popcorn, just a regular plain popcorn. And you can
Yeah.
either do it live, you can do it in person, get materials. I mean, there's just that, even just that idea, the possibilities are endless. Like, who doesn't want to learn how to make a buttery theater style popcorn, right? Homemade.
Right.
I mean, seriously, like, I try to make popcorn all the time. Like, this is not,
No.
this is not it. I don't got
Maximize the resources.
I don't got the right butter. I don't got the
resources that are available to you. So social media is free, y'all. It's free. All you gotta do is have an email address and sign up. Utilize those platforms. Get the word out there. People that are interested in your porn or whatever it happens to be, they are going to click on and see what you got going on. They're going to do that. So then when you start advertising other stuff, they're like, oh, I remember her or I remember him because they were doing blah, 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 blah. And now they're going to be here. Or, oh, they got a website. Let me go there. Utilize those things. And it don't take you that long. You ain't got to be no social media expert or whatever expert and have a super duper website and all this stuff. You don't need those things in place to do the things to connect with someone, to connect with your audience. Who is your audience? Everybody that you are following or that's following you, that's watching you, that is your audience. They're there to see you. They're there to see you. So utilize those things as you're doing what you're doing, and you're pivoting and adjusting for life, for business, whatever it happens to be. I agree. People need to know. Vendor professionalism. Yep. I like that term. That we need a vendor professionalism course.
I mean, again, when we talk about possibilities, and I mean, I've been pushing possibilities a lot. It's like, it's just so wide open and endless. I mean, when I'm in creative mode, I'm just laying in my bed and I have 100 different ideas, right? A creative, that's just what a creative does. They have crazy ideas and then they pick a couple and they implement them. Mm-hmm. Everybody's not a creative, but the possibilities for your own business is so wide. I mean, there's a few people on here. Daryl, you sell cards, greeting cards. Mm-hmm. You think I can only sell cards to people who come to me for cards, but even with you can do a class on how to make your own business greeting cards, how to create wonderful meaningful messages. You can do a session where people can come and craft with you, or you can do it online. I mean, there's so many things. What else can you create out of a greeting card concept? What else? There's so many things that we want to give people. And then how do you build the excitement back around greeting cards? People love, especially our age, love receiving something and giving and getting that and opening it. That's just our generation. We still like that. You're like, oh, that's so sweet. And so even with, like, how, start thinking about, like, what else? How can I get greeting cards back in people's hands? Right. And so, I mean, again, the possibilities are so wide. A notebook with the same pictures and things on it, little journals, there's so many different things, meaningful things that you can create. Right. Without a greeting card concept, because greeting cards are pictures and words. Right? I mean, pictures and words. You can go anywhere with pictures and words. Yeah. And so, I mean, these are just small tips. My sister sells makeup. Who else is online? My sister sells makeup. What can you do to create people wanting to look beautiful again or feel beautiful again and wear makeup? Ingrid wears makeup every day. Not every day, but she wears makeup. Like, so many people wear makeup. what what can you do? What can you do to create an excitement for what you do? It's out there. It's
Mm-hmm.
out there.
You know, people have to feel the passion from you with what it is that you are excited about. So people buy things, people buy things because of you. If you're excited about it, like there's so many people selling, say for instance, there's so many people selling makeup, okay? But maybe not and I think Mary Kay, I think so. We'll go with the branded, you know, the ones that have independent consultants or contractors, right? So if you are an independent consultant for a major brand, how do you stand out? You know what would be nice is if something new comes out, you get online and you demonstrate it. Somebody gonna click in. Oh, we have this brand new lipstick. I know you want to know what that shade looks like. Da-da. So that draws your audience in. It's like, oh yeah, you know what? I always wondered what that lipstick looked like. So now I'm not just seeing it in the book, I'm actually seeing it on a real live person. So that makes me want to call you maybe to purchase it because maybe I like that shade. I think it's beautiful, right? So those are some of the things that, and if you get lost in some stuff and you're not sure how to do stuff, there's tons of people doing things. Go in there and look. See, like, how are they doing this? How are they getting the views? What are they doing? And you duplicate that. You know, it's not rocket science. Most things have already been done, and all you're doing is taking those things and you're putting your personality, your spin on it, right? All of those things. You're putting your personality and your spin on it. So that the people that you want that connect with you will come get it from you. That's the main objective. Because let's be real. The title of the thing on Wednesday was Get to the Money. We all want this, right? Money work, honey, money makes the world go round. All of us would rather, you may have one of those bad days and you're not having a good day, but it's a whole lot better when you crying in a Ferrari than in a Yugo. You see what I'm saying?
Listen. And I mean, that's another conversation, Ingrid. Me and you talked about this a couple of times, very, very briefly, is the value of money, and that we, in our minds, especially Black people, we downgrade how valuable money is in our lives. Oh, I don't need that much, or I'm afraid to charge. I don't want them. I don't know. I don't know if they'll pay for that. You know, or we say things like money's not that important. Yes, it
Mm-hmm.
is. If you're going to
Yeah,
work 40 hours a week plus commute time, it's that important because you're spending more time at work than you are doing the things that you love and with the people that you love. So
mm-hmm.
money is important. It's that important. It's so important that it's controlling your life to a degree where your time is being traded for money.
Absolutely,
You can pick
absolutely.
one, time versus money. Time is more important, but money is right there with it. You need money to create a life, any life, and you need money to create the life that you want to live.
Absolutely,
You
absolutely.
know, and
I
so go ahead.
agree.
I was gonna say we need to start putting more value on. Let's get to the money. You'll say money doesn't make you happy. It doesn't make you happy, but it sure makes things a lot happier. It makes things a lot happier. It
Yeah.
decreases stress. It decreases stress. I mean, you might have stress in other areas of your life, but if money wasn't a problem on top of that, you'll be a happier person.
And you know what? Let me say this. If you get into the money and you get stressed, you got money to go to the spa, get you a massage, go do whatever it is you need to do to de-stress. Jump on a plane, go somewhere else, right? You have money to de-stress. So now it's like, well, I'm stressing, but hey, I can jump on here and go to X, Y, and Z. I can go see my family. I don't have to think about I gotta save up for 6 or 7 months. I could get on the plane and say, you know what, I love you and I miss you and I'm coming to see you. That's what money does. And like you said, like you were saying, sis, you're right. We have to have a different relationship with money, especially in the Black culture. We have to have a different, honey, the struggle ain't real all the time. It don't need to be real all the time. Okay?
It don't need to
Because,
be real at all. At
you know,
all. If we shift our mindset, and this goes for myself too, because I've been in this funk for the last couple of months. It goes for myself too. If we put again a sense of urgency on what we need to do, it all comes down to mindset. Shift how
mm-hmm,
you think. Shift the importance and the urgency on what it is that you want to do with your life, your children's life, your grandchildren's life. What is it that you really want to do? Shakoy, you have popcorn. It tastes amazing. It can be $1 million company if your mind shifts into creating it to be $1 million company. You can create books, sell popcorn, do classes, do webinars, do lives. There's so many things that you, Shakoy, by just using you as an example, can do to take your company to the next level. You have children at home. You can't go to work right now because there's a lot of little ones running around. What can you be doing? Right? And so the urgency, the energy can be different as your mindset shifts.
mm-hmm,
Gerald says money gives you option. You can help others and causes you care about. Absolutely. Absolutely.
mm-hmm,
Everything that I do is for other people. Almost everything that I do is for other people. Just think of how much more I can do if I had enough money to do it. Right? Take care of God first, your family second, then everyone else. The goal is always to serve others. It's
mm-hmm.
always to serve others, no matter what you do. Shakoy sells popcorn. It's to serve others, to make everybody. Popcorn makes people happy. Right? Gift cards make people happy. Chanel makeup makes people happy. Business consulting makes people happy because it gives them something that they can use for themselves and for their business. So it's all service work. If you look at it like you're giving, and it's not about just taking me. I need to make money for me. If you look
Mm-hmm.
at it as a service,
Mm-hmm.
it can shift how you do business too.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. And keep that going too. Keep that going. I know that we're talking about so many different businesses and things like that, and we're trying to encourage others, the people that are on the call and stuff like that. But if you are watching this in the replay, take those things for yourself. Be mindful and just know that write it down. Nothing is too big. No idea, no pivoting moment, adjustment and things is too big or too small. It may be some little tweaks that you need to do to get you motivated, get you jump started again, get some dollars rolling in, right? And but also to keep your passion up about your business, right? And sometimes it doesn't have to be monetary. Sometimes it does mean that maybe you need to do some more service work. Maybe you need to do something that is of service to others, that is a little bit of a sacrifice for you, but the return of that, of the thank yous, or the I appreciate you, or you didn't have to do that, but you sparked something in me, or you changed something about me. Like my sis said, it's for other people. Whether it's philanthropy, whether it's offering a service at a discount, or offering something as a sample or free, whatever it happens to be for you, you never know. That could spark something else that gets you into the trajectory of where it is that you want to go next, or where it is that you are right now, where you're kind of stagnant, or you're paused, or you're frustrated because you're not getting the results you want. Maybe you got to give a little bit of you, right? So, what do you think about? Go ahead, sis.
Not maybe, you have to give a lot of you. You have to give a lot of you. I want to just go right into how we said we're going to end is talking about where you are right now, and just based on the messages that I'm receiving from our members, our sister friends, other people in the group. People are struggling. People are struggling. Businesses are struggling. Some of them are failing to their standards. People aren't making money in their businesses. And so what comes with that, though, is not just their business struggling. The person is also struggling. Right? So I'm hearing both. I'm hearing a story, a sad story, or a situation or circumstance. So things are going on in their personal lives, but also their business is struggling.
Mm-hmm.
100%, they go together.
Mm-hmm.
They go together. If you're not motivated and you're struggling in your personal life, it's absolutely, if your mindset isn't urgent, it's gonna spill over to your business. If you're sad
Right.
at home, you're sad in your business. If you're not motivated at home, you're not inspired, you're depressed at home, you're depressing your business too. I'm not making no sales because you're not doing anything, because you're stuck in what you're going through in your circumstance. And I'm not saying these things aren't important and that they're not real and they're not hurtful and all this stuff doesn't happen, because I'm living it, right? So I know what it looks like. But what I just need you to understand that your business is often struggling because of where you're at in your personal life. So
Mm-hmm.
again, I stand by, work on you. You can do them both simultaneously, but you have to be working on you. You have to inspire you, motivate you, create you,
Mm-hmm.
build you up before you build up your business. Well, I need to survive. Well, me too. But if I'm not good, my business isn't going to be good.
Right.
You
Right.
know,
And
and
we have to remember that. I think a lot of times we think that um that we, if we just do this, if we just make this, if we just whatever it is, we think that that's going to make all the other stuff okay. We'll be okay as long as we this. But I want you to understand that people connect with you. So if you are sending off energy of desperation, of of sadness or frustration or things like that, people pick up on that. That you exude that all over you. You can't hide that. So it's okay to take a step back and say, I need to, like my sister said, I need to work on me. I need to get my mind right. I got some things going on in my life that I need to get here and I need to get here.
and
Right?
I was going to say that I think that I would use myself as an example of what that looks like. Right? Stuff Life has been life in all year for me, but I also had to take some time out for the last couple of months. Business was struggling. We had a couple down quarters. However, life was struggling too. And Ingrid's been walking me through this. Like, girl, I gotta get. I'm working on me, and it's evident. Everyone,
Mm-hmm.
when they see me, they would be like, I would have never known, because I'm choosing to still stand, to still show up, to still do the
Mm-hmm.
things that I'm supposed to do. I was stagnant on creating because my mind wasn't there. It's sometimes you're in a different season. What season are you in? Is it a time
Right.
to still? Is it a time to sit still? Is it a time to move, create, harvest? I mean, there are different seasons in your life, and you have to pay attention to that. And I was very adamant on paying attention to what season I was in.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also, again, choosing to show up and smile and say, I'm great, I'm wonderful, things are beautiful, and claiming that over my life, no matter what the circumstances are.
Right.
When it's time, it's go time, right?
It's go
It's
time.
go time. And so we have to give ourselves that grace to
Right.
allow ourselves the time to work on ourselves, or work through situations. However, don't stop doing the things that you love, or doing the things that are going to pay for your livelihood, or your hobbies, or whatever it is, your business. Don't stop that. Don't stop.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing stopping. Like, I'm not doing this anymore. I can't right now. No, no, no.
You know what's so funny, and you talk about that, sis. And I just want to say this. I know this is my last comment before we get ready to shut out. And if you have something after this, I want to say that take your job and just know, no matter what's going on in your personal life, you still go to work, right? You still go to work, no matter what's going on. And if you are in a service position at your job, you don't take it out on your coworkers. You still got to smile. You still got to do what you need to do to get it done. Your business should get that same exact energy in a lot of ways. Sis, did you have anything else before I close it out?
No, I mean, as always, you have the power to control and to change your situation. That's it.
There it is. Thank you guys so much for coming on here this morning at 6:30 a.m. We stream on all the platforms. So I'm sorry, on Facebook and on YouTube. Let me not say all of them. On Facebook and on YouTube, Business Love and Tidbits. Also on Miss Dawn Michelle, and also Lord, I forgot what I'm doing. On on the Ingy Pink Network. You guys, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 a.m. Pacific time, because we're in Cali. Have an awesome and amazing weekend. Thank you to our sponsors, Sister Inspiring Sister, RMC Collection, and Sister Inspiring Sisters and the Ingy Pink Network, because all that is under there. So thank you guys so much. We will see you on Monday morning at 6:30 a.m. Bye.